Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to my channel, Knotty Love Movement. It's your host, Knotty. Bring you the latest and trending topics and the vlog of my life. So follow me on all my socials. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. You name it, we on it. Just giving people a chance to get notifications. Happy Monday to you all. Yes, another week. Another day, another dollar. Hope everybody feeling good. Please thumbs up this video as you loading up in the room. Yes, I couldn't come on earlier. I was doing a project this morning. Yeah, I'm doing a sneaker project. I got like a new shoe case for all my sneakers because they out of control. Out of control. So I haven't really been buying sneakers, but there is one pair I want. The denim ones. Got my eye out. Thumbs up this video. Got a great show lined up for you today. We got some updates on Trump, Joe Biden. Kandi Burruss is opening up about her relationship with Jermaine Dupri. Yes. Okay. We got 50 Cent still trolling Rick Ross. He went all the way to Canada to troll. Child. Got some updates on Chrisean Rock and her whereabouts in the judicial system. Yeah, so thumbs up this video. We want to get into it all. Tokyo Tony, Carlissa, and Tia Kemp show started. Their first guest was The Game. Say what you want about Carlissa. She's a hustler. She been screaming this show. She getting her shows. She getting to the bag. How's everybody doing? Yes. Sorry, guys. That went down the wrong pipe. I shouldn't even be drinking this. That's why I'm choking. It's all good. It is all good. Yes. So let's start the show. Hey, D. Smith. Good morning. Let's start the show. This TikToker is going viral about her views on Trump. Okay, because I'm with her. I agree with her. Thumbs up the video. Yes. Because people acting delulu out here. Well, let's hear what she got to say.
If you one of them black people that want to vote because you think you're finna get a stimulus check from Trump, I need you to get your broke, ignorant ass away from me. You're broke because you're sticking your tongue out like a fucking dog for money that you're not entitled to, that you're not gonna get. You're ignorant because you didn't even know that he's not behind that shit. The pandemic was. If there's no pandemic, there is no stimulus check. So all of this, yeah, I know for sure I'm gonna get mine. Oh, he a good person. He freed the rappers. He freed rappers that are felons, that are telling their fans to vote because they know that black people value rappers' opinions, even though these niggas can't do shit but burst their cheek and talk about fucking hoes. This is what they know. These white people know that all it takes for a nigga with a chain on and some type of status to be, oh yeah, Trump freed a nigga, to get all the counterparts to vote for this man, even though he has done nothing for you and our actual community as a whole. But what he has done was try to get 5 men sentenced to death because of rape that they did not commit. They did not do that to them girls, and even when they came out to be not guilty,
Central Park
he didn't
5.
even lend out an apology. This man won't even take the sweat off his white, pointy ass fucking nose to a black person if they needed it. And this is who you want to represent your fucking country. Are y'all serious? As if that's not enough, Project 2025. As if that's not enough, he's getting exonerated from crimes that he committed just because he was in office. So if you're a president, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then nothing will happen because you was in office while it happened. Does that not sound like dictatorship to y'all? At one point, it's time to get serious because they've been fucking serious. They've been serious about the fake food that they put in the markets. They've been serious about the laws that they're making about women's bodies, even though it's men making these fucking laws about a woman's body. They've been serious about so much, about drafting people into the military. And we still over here joking because we think that it's a possibility, it's just over our head, that we might get some stimmy money. It's time to get fucking serious, and it's getting sad.
Period. Did y'all hear me? Thumbs up the video. Let me hook up the speaker. For those of you in the back that could not hear it. Thumbs up this video. What's up? Right. All of them are crooked. James? That don't excuse Biden. But she talking about Trump. Y'all want, let's hear it again for the people in the back. Thumbs up the video. Thank you all for joining me. This is how our Monday is starting.
If you one of them black people that want to vote because you think you're finna get a stimulus check from Trump, I need you to get your broke, ignorant ass away from me. You're broke because you're sticking your attitude that you're not going to get. You're ignorant because you didn't even know that he's not behind that shit. The pandemic was. If there's no pandemic, there is no stimulus check. So all of this, yeah, I know for sure I'm going to get mine. Oh, he a good person. He freed the rappers. He freed rappers that are felons, that are telling their fans to vote because they know that black people value rappers' opinions, even though these niggas can't do shit but burst their cheek and talk about fucking hoes. This is what they know. These white people know that all they take for a nigga with a chain on and some type of status to be, oh yeah, Trump freed a nigga, to get all the counterparts to vote for this man, even though he has done nothing for you in our actual community as a whole. But what he has done was try to get 5 men sentenced to death because of rape that they did not commit. They did not do that to them girls. And even when they came out to be not guilty, he didn't even lend out an apology. This man won't even take the sweat off his white, pointy-ass fucking nose to a black person if they needed it. And this is who you want to represent your fucking country. Are y'all serious? As if that's not enough, Project 2025. As if that's not enough, he's getting exonerated from crimes that he committed just because he was in office. So if you're a president, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then nothing will happen because you was in office while it happened. Doesn't that sound like dictatorship to y'all? At one point, it's time to get serious because they've been fucking serious. They've been serious about the fake food that they put in the markets. They've been serious about the laws that they're making about women's bodies, even though it's men making these fucking laws about a woman's body. They've been serious about so much about drafting people into the military, and we still over here joking because we think that it's a possibility. It's just over our head that we might get some stimmy money. It's time to get fucking serious, and it's getting sad.
Period. It's getting sad, Walker.
If you one of them black people that want to vote, but
it's getting sad, Burruss.
You think you finna get a stimulus check from Trump? I need you to get your broke, ignorant ass.
All right. So she tell us how you really feel, okay? It is ignorant and nauseating. How's everybody feeling? Thumbs up the video, please. Hey, Veronica. James said, what about the crime bill? They all crooked, James. They all down for the same agenda at the end of the day. Alright, Kandi Burruss decided to open up about her relationship with Jermaine Dupri and give the details behind it. You know, Escape at this point is notorious for having drama behind the scenes. I knew from the long hiatus they took and the unsung episode that they were a hot mess behind the scenes. And you know, you add ego and the fact that they were young at the time and probably had very little parental guidance. I mean, I know Tiny Mom and Candy Mom was very active with the girls. You never hear too much about the Scott sisters' mom. We just recently learned of her from her drama on the show, and she still is a bit of Betty at her ex-husband. Thumbs up this video, okay? Alright, so you know, yeah, Kandi now wants to give a lot of details about her life. Do y'all find that interesting? All of a sudden she's spilling all these details. Hey, Tarshila. Thank you for joining. Thumbs up the video, please. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And sharing is caring, people. Those are the free ways to support the channel, okay? So let's get into Kandi's diaries, why don't you? Thumbs up this video. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk for dropping this footage. All right.
Tell, by the way, we was right. It wasn't like we was around people being all flirty. We was like totally just cool friends. Nothing. You couldn't tell anything by sitting in a room with us that we had ever anything, right? It wasn't a public relationship. It was very much so private. Tiny and Tamika Scott, we used to share a lot of secrets with each other. The three of us. They knew from the beginning. They always knew. Now, Tamika did not tell her sister, but she knew. Somebody stole my diary on tour. Now, I can't say that Tasha herself stole my diary. I'm not saying that.
But you want
But somebody that was close to her.
You want to imply it, though. What is the purpose? You a married woman. Jermaine has moved on. You have moved on. And you saying that it was a private situation, it just sounded like he never committed to you. And y'all was friends with benefits. Hey, be more shorty, Grand Rising. Because, like, what's the purpose of this? She said she trying to set up for that R&B Diva show. Or trying to get more interested so she can come back to Atlanta Housewives. The goat throat Kandi. Okay. Hey, why was you sleeping with the producer, Kandi? And all other producers. I'm just saying.
Definitely got a hold to it. I used to journal every day. The people that I was close to, Tamika, Tiny, they had no reason to take the diary because they already knew what was in there. It was something, not just to tell about me and Jermaine that was in the diary, but it was also something that I had wrote in there about Tiny. So she had dated somebody, let's just say that. And it was in the diary. Okay? But nobody knew but me. We on this tour bus. This is after my diary's been taken. I'm livid, but I can't prove who took the diary. I had an idea. I felt like who took it, but I couldn't prove it, so I couldn't do anything about it. We're in this little argument, as we always do in our little group arguments. And Tasha said something about, hinting towards the thing with Jermaine. And I'm like, okay. And then later in the conversation, she said something to Tiny like, yeah, you don't want me to tell what you did, something about that she had hooked up with somebody that she was supposed to be. Anyway, I was like, how she know that? She knew it all of a sudden right after my diary is stolen. It ain't a damn coincidence. First of all, you can tell.
It may not be a coincidence, Kandi. Oh my God. Her and Latasha Scott always went at it. I think Kandi wanted that lead action, and that's part of the reason why she slept with Jermaine Dupri, to make sure she got some leads. Okay? Let's call a thing a thing. Alright? Kandi, you was out there throwing that cooter cat around to all them producers. Come on now. Now you want to tell us the details behind your diary getting stolen. Okay, this is why the information got out. How would y'all feel if y'all was in a group and one of the group members started sleeping with the head producer? Y'all let me know. Like, y'all think that's right, or I don't know. Kandi. So she was. This interview was with TV1. And shout out to Neighborhood Talks. Kandi, we don't care.
By the way, it wasn't like we was around people being all.
Cause you was you're my little secret. That's where that song came from, Kandi. You and Jermaine Dupri creeping around. You was a friend with benefit. What's up, Crazy? What up, my boy? Ow! Yes, Kandi girl. Yes, Jermaine said, you're my little secret. And that's how we gon' keep it. So Kandi decided to write it in her diary because she couldn't keep the secret. That's what happened. Woo, child! Make sure you go over the Grapeseed News and subscribe, okay? So that's what it is. Kandi was Jermaine Dupri's secret. That's where that song came from. You know that whole song is about having an affair. I wonder who Jermaine Dupri was with in public. That's the question. Maybe his baby mama? Yeah, he is. Maybe his baby mama. I'm just a strong believer. You don't want to repeat it, keep it to yourself. The moment you repeat it to somebody, it's over. It's a chance everybody gonna know. So Kandi want to speak on it now. She want to speak on her relationship with Jermaine Dupri. All right. I mean, I don't know why. All right. Up next, let's get into little Durk. Okay. So tragically, one of his sons. Don't ask me which baby mama. Okay. She needed some hot tea. Everybody getting on Kandi vocals. Let me remind you, she can hit heavy note on the piano. In her baritone voice. She got that Barry White. Woo! Let's get into Little Durk, because this story is crazy. One of his sons' mom was in a domestic dispute. And the little boy, he was only 10 years old, felt the need to defend his mom. And he picked up the blicky. And he handled that. Like, I'll show you what I can, because, you know, YouTube. This is the audio. Y'all hear the gunshots. That's horrible. So 10-year-old, Lil Durk's 10-year-old son, Blicky's his stepfather, not sure of the full context, but a domestic incident happened. So what you're seeing is the video. And just as a disclaimer, we do not condone violence at any point, but domestic violence is serious. And yo, you gotta be careful of the situations you put your children in, and it's our duty as parents to protect them, right? And if you know someone's volatile, you need to get them away from your children. This is tragic. This little boy is gonna have to face some adult situations. I'm sure it was in Chicago, but hey, Couture Bay. He's going to have to face an adult situation far too soon. And I'm sure this is not the first incident, because they know the cameras are there and they're acting this way in front of the cameras. Like, I just really, really feel bad. And this is why it's so important for fathers, if you're outside of the home, to be present. Durk said he'll be out by 18. I don't know what the laws are. I don't even know if he got arrested. This is crazy. So this is Lil Durk's son. Shout out to Unwind with Tasha K. That's his son right there. This is his mother. She spoke out following the news. The stepfather speaks out by posting video footage, and he says his name is Rezi. He said, as y'all can see, I was not the aggressor, and y'all also can see how I still had my gun on my hip. He grabbed my gun off my hip following his mom lead and tried to blicky me and then actually block me, and I advise y'all to see it before they take it down. He says, listen, nobody's going to jail or they would already be there. I'm doing this for rights over my kids. Call me what y'all want. And on top of that, this was at my mama's, in front of my mama, granny, and more kids. I pray y'all make it through y'all situations that God gonna put y'all through for playing with me. Yo, let me look at this again. It's confusing. Look, I'm glad, and shout out to Toxic Tea Lounge for that footage as well. Go to her YouTube channel and subscribe. Look, adults need to do better. Like, you should not have this type of chaos around your kids. Seriously, adults need to have more self control. And when you have children present, you gotta have enough sense to take that situation away from them. Seriously. So I'm glad he didn't get severely hurt and he's still alive. But and I know my children are protective over me. So I can only imagine a son, you know? I have girls. So this is just tragic. This is horrible. Like, people really need to take a step back and learn, like, real life healthy conflict resolution. Seriously. And domestic violence goes both ways. Like, it's not okay either way. And you should not set the tone for that at all. Keep your hands to yourself. Period. If I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna lay hands on somebody, I walk away. I ain't sitting in jail because of nobody else. Hey, Smack to you. Hey, Couture Bay. Yeah, the mother and stepfather are both wild for putting the kids in that situation. That part. Thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video. So far, it doesn't look like charges have been brought towards the young man. I don't know if Chicago has self-defense or if the state will even pick up the charges. Who knows? But it's just a toxic situation. So it looks like the stepdad is trying to gain custody of his kids. But you knew who you was with. You knew exactly who you was with. You knew she was trifling. And she knew he was aggressive. No, I don't want to join that. But this is just toxic and reckless. And for that little boy to feel like he needed to blicky, that's not the first time he's seen a situation like that between them. That's not, he's, yeah, nah. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that. Lil Durk hasn't said anything. I don't think he will. You know, Lil Durk is supposed to be on his sober journey. He's supposed to be getting back with all his kids. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, Tiara Marie was performing. Hold up. Wait a minute. And she looks good. Shout out to Noor Unlock.org. Yeah, Tiara been marinating. And Tiara Marie could really, really sing. And I really, really hope that she goes far. But this is her performing.
His day is over. You gotta go. Sit
She looked good. Like, I was just happy to see her. She's been going through so much with 50 Cent. She been dragged through the mud by the men in the industry, Ray J. Like, I hope she feeling some power watching all these people unravel except for 50 or whatever. But Tiara, get back to performing, girl, so you could pay 50 his money, like, cause he is so petty. 50 is petty. Y'all know he is. He's so petty that he flew to Canada to troll Rick Ross. Yes. 50 is crazy. Hey, Grand Rising St. Hudson. How you doing, beautiful? Thank you for joining. Yes, 50 is so petty. You know he gonna troll Rick Ross every chance he get, because that's what he do. Or whatever. And he was out here talking about on the podcast. Who is on the podcast with? I said, this fool. Thumbs up the video, y'all. This fool will not stop. He is relentless. Like, he, the one, you know, when you used to have hiking sessions with your cousins and stuff like that, it was always one that was relentless that had to make somebody cry. That's 50. That's how 50 get down. And you know what? He consistent. You can't be mad. He consistent. You know what you're going to get with him. You know what you're going to get with him. See?
In Canada, Rick Ross got fucked up, man.
All his bodyguards need to resign. They failed the number one thing. They ain't got nobody body, including their own. I mean, let niggas stay there. That bitch kept letting them.
Ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Yeah, I think that's on. Some son just ain't right.
Okay, Keith Sweat.
What's going on? But man, I can do this for all day with y'all.
Keep them up, son. They ain't right.
Yeah. Let me that's that Harlem on 25th Street. I mean, yeah.
Okay, he relentlessly. That's Keith Sweat and Earthquake with 50 Cent. Okay, they are relentless with the trolling. They talk about Rick Ross getting his ass handed to him as they should. As they should. Look, fair exchange ain't no robbery. Okay, and that's why I don't be mad at Tia Kemp. Like, get your bag the way you should. But yeah, 50 flew all the way to Canada to troll Rick Ross. I said, this fool. He will stop at nothing. He said, I have nothing. Nothing. If I don't troll you. I love it though. I'm here for it. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Thumbs up the video. Don't Call Me White Girl got a movie coming out. I want to see it because she is funny. She is funny. Follow the one. Not the cousin height. I would like to know what happened before they got outside. Grand Rising. Right. Yes. I would like to know too. But you know how they do. Social media is a subliminal world. They don't be trying to tell us everything. They like to give us the Swiss cheese version of things. And we just won't know. Who's this?
That was my birthday. I'm thinking about it. You never got me nothing. You never bought me nothing in your whole life, Dave.
You gonna get this nigga?
I can imagine. That's not true. I only been around 8 years and I made this shit lower, so I can imagine how much you made.
This nigga come to the office. I'm like, yo, who is this, Jay?
Shit, yo, shit, you be 10 minutes if I bring it to you. Did that part you yet?
2-minute conversation.
That's my man. That's my nigga right there.
You didn't have to sit on the damn 2-minute conversation. Get my black pussy nigga ass real quick.
Okay. 50 crazy. He'll stop at nothing to troll Rick Ross. Yes, that's them in Canada. He like, Canada was great to us. Canada was great to us. And then he performed.
Burruss. I can't believe what y'all did to Rick Ross. You fucked him up. You fucked him up. Who was it? You did it?
Yeah. Did it?
Right there, man.
You did it?
You fucked up his Now who said Canada was soft? Who said that shit?
Okay. So troll on 50. Hey, at least it was a bag in it for him. I would monetize off of it too. Why not? Everybody else is. Everybody else is. And speaking of Rick Ross, his baby mama is hosting a show with Tokyo Ratchet Tony and Kiss and Tell Carlissa. I don't know. It's crazy. But the game came on the show. It's their new talk show on Zeus. So I think this is the ghetto rendition of The View. Yeah, this is the ghetto version of it. Let's see what they're talking about.
That.
Hey.
Yeah.
Tia would let me.
Hold on, no. I got no better clip than that. I got a better clip. Thumbs up the video. What's this? What the fuck, man? Who raised Lil Durk? One secret child says he was allegedly bled 6 times by him and his mother. Ooh, y'all, this the pictures of him in the hospital. Shout out to his on-site. Ooh, that's bad. So he raised them. Lil Durk, go get your kid. What's wrong with you? Letting another man raise your kid. This is the problem. Oh, this is the chick that was on Tasha K. I thought it was. Right. This the chick now that I'm looking. This the chick that was on Tasha K. Ooh, that's bad. Lil Durk, go get your son, you deadbeat. Add that to your sober journey list. Rekindle with your kids. That's crazy. That's sad. Oh, we was looking for Hokio Tony and the clip, but they had the game as a special guest, and Tokyo Tony revealed that the game slept with Black China, and I'm just like, we needed to know that. Why did we need to know that? Hey, Jarrell. It's crazy.
This black ass nigga that's about to come out to fuck my daughter. I want to hear about it. Who? So he said.
Well, I tried to get him to suck my daughter's place.
That's Carlissa.
Let's bring out the game. Bring your ass out here.
Come on, baby.
Bring
we have
out
a
the
very
game.
special guest today, y'all.
Bring out
He
the
ain't
game
nothing
with the
to
good
play
big
with.
dick.
Yeah,
Love, I heard
come on
love
and sit over
fucking
here
good
by the
bitches.
mama.
Good.
Yeah, baby. They told us not to look in your eyes, but I see you got them
You saying,
shades on.
big back, big
Oh,
back,
God.
big
Big
back. That back.
Slow me up, too.
Yeah, you doing them
you-
laterals.
You
and all
thicker
that.
off the internet.
A bunch of horny old ladies. Now, come on. Control your hormones, ladies.
Huh? Not no shake, no hand, nigga.
You said he had to crash.
Kiss you.
You kiss my hand,
You got me
nigga.
fucked up. I ain't kissing no motherfucker.
I ain't standing up for no niggas either.
I ain't asked you to.
Or a hug. But anyway, keep it moving. How tall are you?
I'm about 6'5".
Ow.
You put a little weight on, huh, Tony?
No, I've been this way. All my motherfucking life,
You ain't
nigga.
been that thick.
Always been this thick.
I heard you talking about me.
Always.
I love staying on your mind.
That show gonna be a hot freaking stinking mess. You hear me? It's gonna be a hot freaking stinking mess. But here's my thing. That's all y'all can get is the game. The game, you must need a check bad for you to go sit up there with them three. He must need a check bad. But then again, he's managed by Whack 100. You don't think they can merge? I think they all gonna be a disastrously hilarious. Right? Why would you put your daughter on blast like that? And then Carlissa talk about she tried to get him to. You see how Hollywood operate? You see how Hollywood operate? We've been new from Ray J though. They'll pimp their kids out in a heartbeat. I don't know. I'm not subscribing to Zeus to watch this show, but I'll catch the clips on the gram like we all do, and I'll share with you, Knotty Crew. Okay, there you have it. Free 99. That's the free 99 Zeus way. Oh, okay. So that's where Tia Kemp and Carlos, that's where they are. Okay, at least we know where they are. Updates on Chrisean Rock. Alright, so is more scamming going on behind her? Oh, next. I got a story for y'all. Listen up, I got a story to tell. 1 second. But one of her super fans, Delulu, Rock Tart, no, we're not going to blame that on them. You know, her disgruntled fans, her, how does Grape Tea say it? Unstable creature decided to start a petition to free Chrisean Rock. Like, go somewhere. You're stupid. Period. So, I just wanted to show y'all so y'all know what the scam is, okay? Release Chrisean. No, don't. No. Don't release her. She is a freaking menace to society. And I'm enjoying the break. So do not release her. But right now, she has been transported from LA over to, what do you call it? Oklahoma. So her facility has been updated. Shout out to Black Queens for posting this. All right, her facility has been updated to show Veneta sub office in Oklahoma. Now, her charges are serious. Like, she's got several violations. She was ignoring her probation officer. She was not paying fines. But y'all so broke. That's Chrisean words. Not y'all so broke. She got all the money. We jealous because she rich, bitch. Then why do you pay your fines? She's supposed to do community service. She violated her probation on every single level that you could violate it on. So basically, her life is in Oklahoma's hands at this point. And then let's not forget, she still faces charges from her assault with Woah Vicky and then another young lady that was on the BET Awards red carpet. Okay, so I mean, she got a long way to go. She got a lot of layers that she have to go through or whatever. And then she was out here disparaging the judge and the prosecutors. So, you know, who knows? Hey, Miss Brenda, you know, how that's going to affect their decision making when it comes to her, you know. So, yeah, I hope Junior's okay. Prayers out to Junior, because that's all we care about, the child. I'm glad he's away from her. because she was neglecting him from womb in utero. Okay. And I'm over it. Like I'm happy to have the break. I'm sure Blueface will be out soon to blow up the internet again, and hopefully, um, he'll do a little better. Who knows? But Whack 100 is out here speaking out. People are asking about him. You know, Whack 100 comes across to me as a flip flopper. You know, one minute he can't stand Chrisean, and then you see him at the courthouse in each other face, and it's just like if I don't fuck with somebody, I don't fuck with them. You ain't gonna see me up in their face at all, in their vicinity or whatever. You know, and let me remind you, Chrisean's not his client. He said that. He came out and was like, she's not my client. There ain't no bell, ain't no lawyer, this and that. Whatever, Whack. Okay. He was on Clubhouse or some shit. Okay, here we go.
Ain't my business. Last I heard, she was in LA County, so shit, I don't know. Shit, gotta ask her.
Is her baby okay?
I deal with Blueface.
Gotta ask her, it's crazy.
Not my business. It's not my business. I deal with Blueface. That's it. I've just been setting up tours and TV and that type of shit. Ain't my business. Can't tell you. Last I heard, she was in LA County, waiting extradition.
Well, she has been extradited.
Free that woman.
Her son.
They all working, okay? At the end of the day. One day you got something to say, Whack. Next thing you don't. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. But she has been transported to Oklahoma. Word on the curve is the sisters got the baby. Who knows? Who knows if that's true? Because none of the sisters are capable. They all got like DCF charges and stuff like that. Quite frankly, I'm glad to have the break. And then all these little spin-off characters, Marsh and Smiley, and like all the motherfuckers is clout chasers. I don't believe nothing they say. Period. Period. Alright, Hulk Hogan, his racist ass. Get up here, Hulk. Get on my nerves. And I like the WWE, WWF. I used to watch for a long time. My I got a lot of male cousins. So, we was forced, the girls, we was forced to watch that. And also, let them, they used to practice on us and stuff like that. So, yeah, Hulk Hogan is a racist. I've been knew that. And I think it got something to do with his bald head underneath that scarf. You tie your scarf too tight, Hulk. Alright. So, Hulk Hogan accused of firing a brand ambassador one day after a contract started once he realized she was black. So, this is a brand ambassador. Okay. That's him and her. Alright. Hulk Hogan paid me to be a brand ambassador, and this happened. After one day of promoting his brand, he canceled my contract because I don't know why, but these are the new brand ambassadors. But how do you prove it? This is the weird part. So, Essence, you didn't do anything wrong at all. In fact, I'm sure you did great. But this client wants us to cancel the rest of the events this week. I'm really sorry. OMG, what happened? Are they only taking me off of the event? Or are they canceling the event completely? All the rest of the events are canceled completely. I was told the event were being canceled completely, but I see this the next day, and that's the event. I don't know, Knotty Crew. That's racist. He been racist for years. But that's messed up. I'm glad she calling him out for it, but we knew it. We knew that. We knew that. We knew that. Actually, after his reality show, I really lost favor with him. Like, I didn't really like him as a person. I found him to be racist. Not only racist, but chauvinist, narcissistic. All that good. I'm on that good cushion alcohol. Ooh, who we have next? Oh boy. Yeah, Randy Savage was the shit. And I used to like King Kong Bundy. I like The Undertaker. I like The Rock. I used to like Vince McMahon back in the day. That's how long I was watching. Wow. So don't call me white girl. I mentioned this earlier. I love her. I love her personality. She's so funny to me. And I am glad to see it. She has a new movie coming out. It's coming out August 16th. It's called Y'all Drawn, the movie. YALLDRAWN. I think it's going to be funny.
Man, warn them for what? The Park 8 niggas, they got switches on them pistols. I'm gonna sit my fat ass in the car, slapping old people, stealing friendship.
That's just a little taste of her personality. Yeah, Vince is a freak. I heard about the new lawsuit. It's crazy. Like I said, back in the day, I used to like Vince McMahon. Not saying that I like him now. So check out Don't Call Me White Girl. Did y'all see Beverly Hills Cop? It was good to me. I loved it. Oh, James said, I'm just now finding out that all my wrestlers back in the day were racist. John Cena announced his... Yes, I did hear that. Yeah, he do have a lot of SA charges. I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying, back in the day, I used to like him. So remember that Maryland teacher that got fired from his job for letting students take out his hair? We discussed this on the channel, and a lot of my Knotty crew felt like it was inappropriate for him to do that. So the Maryland teacher and shout out to Hollywood Unlocked, fair use commentary over here. Maryland teacher under investigation for allowing female students to take down brains, set to return to work after being cleared of any wrongdoing.
My girl Cardi B, as well as any of my supporters who have been backing me throughout this whole ordeal. If you don't remember me or have no idea who I am, I'm America's most loved and hated teacher for this right here, having my students assist me in taking my braids out. Now, I know this is old news. Why doesn't he just get over it? I was chilling for a while, but guess what? Guess who's finally received a decision from the county on behalf of the superintendent in regards to my employment status. First, I was really bothered at how long this whole process was taking, how long the county was kind of keeping me in the dark. But now, as I'm looking back on it, I want to thank the county for taking their time and ensuring that I wasn't an actual weirdo that slipped through the cracks before they allowed me back into the classroom. People were calling me everything under the sun, making baseless claims and allegations and accusations against me, calling me a predator, a pedo, Diddy. All those baseless claims made it back to the county, so they had to treat it as I want to dedicate this video to I was an actual weirdo and look into it. After all the baseless claims, after a long and extensive and arduous investigation, they didn't find anything. Let me repeat that. They never found anything. As I said before, with all this stuff going and floating around the internet about me, not one person has come forth to match any of the crazy allegations against me. You know why? Because like I said before, they can't, because I've never done anything. My attorney, who was backing me throughout all this, said that it's very rare. They've never seen a case like this where these types of serious allegations are against someone, all the while the whole entire school community is supporting that person. Throughout all of this stuff, the parents, the students, the staff, administration included, were all supporting me in defending my name and my character. That being said, I want to thank everyone and express my sincere gratitude to those who didn't run with their assumptions or generalization. I was an actual weirdo and look at or make baseless claims based off something you've seen on the internet, a blog post or a comment section battle. You actually took the time to come to my profile and just see for yourself, see the type of person that I am. Thank you to those who didn't project their own insecurities, their own traumas, their own adverse experiences, their own weird ways of thinking onto me. Sorry, one more thing before I get to the actual decision. I know we're all anticipating it. One thing that amazed me was the fact that people were more outraged than the parents of the students who were in the video. This is actually one of the fathers of one of the girls who were shown in the video assisting taking out my braids. We're actually both percussionists, and I was going to see a band play, and turns out he's the drummer for the band. When I saw him, I immediately went up to him, dapped him up, and apologized for, one, having this little girl plastered all over the planet. I explained to him I didn't think it would get this big, and I was like, you already know how we do our videos in class, yada, yada, yada. He cut me off. He was like, bro, I've been fighting for you this whole entire time. He told me himself that first, or make baseless claims based off something if someone saw that video and automatically thought something weird, that tells more about that person than the actual person in the video. That's one. Second thing he told me was, if he ever got any weird vibe from me or any inkling that I was trying to make advances on his son or his daughter, he would have checked me a long time ago. He literally told me that. He's like, I'm a dad. I know I can spot a weirdo from a mile away. He said, if I would have sensed that on you, I would have checked you a long time ago. He said, I never had a reason to because you never gave me any reason to think that you were doing anything weird with my kids. And hearing that from him, especially because he was one of the fathers of the video, a lot of people are curious, well, what do the dads think? Literally, everyone was supporting me throughout this whole thing. Hearing that come from him, especially because he was one of the fathers of one of the girls in the video, was extremely heartwarming. I've already acknowledged my mistakes and practiced some self-accountability, but I'll do it here again. I made a mistake. This was never for clout. I literally post videos like this all the time with my students. If someone saw that video, parents sign off to have their kids in my videos. Despite having the parents' approval to have their students featured in my social media videos, the county still kind of is against putting students on social media, which is understandable. For that reason, I'm being placed on a 5-day suspension without pay. But I'm not fired. I was never fired. I never lost my job. The county came out and said he was reassigned. I was just reassigned to my house. I couldn't go into school because they had to investigate the things that people were saying about me. I was just at home on administrative leave. My attorney told me that what worked in my favor is the fact that despite all this stuff being said about me, at the end of the day, I'm a solid teacher and I have the evidence to prove it. My entire school community, parents, students, and staff were supporting me throughout this whole thing, speaking on my behalf, speaking on my character. Not only did I have that working in my favor, but I had the grades, I had the test scores, I had the, what do they call, the evaluation reports from, being observed by my principal. This was never for parents sign off to have, I don't post my videos for clout. I've been a content creator for several years. I was a content creator before I was a teacher. As an educator in today's age, you got to find ways to connect with your students. One thing for me is utilizing my social media because the students enjoy it. Not only do I create content with my students because it's entertaining and I use it as an incentive, I also use my social media to benefit my school community. For that solar eclipse we just had a couple months ago, my principal called me into his office probably about a week or so before the actual eclipse and told me, he explained, hey, I've seen you do things with your social media for your classroom because I make an Amazon wish list to get things for my students, things that we need and want in the classroom. And shout out to those who support me and my students. I love y'all for that. But he told me, I seen how, your social media has worked for you in the past. I was wondering if, you could use your social media, make a video so we could get some glasses for as many students as possible. Of course, I immediately agreed to do it. Went home that night, made a video. Within 2 or 3 days, we had glasses for every single person in the school. Student, I don't post my videos for clout. I've been a staff, parents came to see the eclipse, custodians. We had so many glasses that I was able to take a couple boxes to the school, the elementary school next door, so they could have solar eclipse glasses and enjoy you because your light irritates their demons. But shine anyway. Love you. Bye. Like you because...
All right, so he went viral. We talked about this on the channel. His name is Marquise White. He worked in a middle school where students were
I don't.
braiding his hair on social media, and it was this whole big outrage. Here's what I feel about it, okay? Do I think it was inappropriate in a classroom? Yes, part of me does. But then I also understand the other side of it where I have a daughter, she does hair. She loves doing hair and stuff like that. So any opportunity she gets, because she's just passionate about doing hair, if she can dig her hands in your hair, she will, right? And that's just how she is. So I also get that aspect of it, you know. And then the fact, and now that we hear the story full circle, and the fact that the community came out and spoke up in honor of him, I think that speaks volumes, all right, about his character. And I think the punishment was fair. I think it was fair and just. All right, so they removed him from the school immediately. They did an investigation, so there were no one was in harm's way. All right, and ultimately he got suspended without pay for 5 days, and I think that's fair. Can we forgive this brother? He made a mistake. Yes, please hit that like button. Clawfoot Jordan. Oh, Claudia. Why? Why is she so... Claudia getting on my nerves, child. An update on Kiki now. Look, let the drama begin. Kiki from Love and Marriage Huntsville. The family is now saying they don't want certain cast members to show up to the funeral. Child. Kiki, rest in peace, darling. Rest in peace. Okay, the drama does not stop. The drama does not stop. It's a mess, right? And it's come to find out, you know, it was carbon monoxide poison. Like, I feel so bad for her kids and her husband. All right, and then there's a whole lot of conversation going on around the politics. This is an election year. You know, I was out the other day, and this young lady, she kind of like everyone's in political vibe, and a lot of people, they speak on it and they really don't know what they're talking about, you know. And hold on one second. And one thing I don't ask is like, some of the questions I don't ask people, especially when I'm in conversation with a stranger, because you just never know how they're going to react. I never ask people like, well, who are you going to vote for? I think that's like taboo, you know. And I think that's personal. I really, really do. And so that tells me like you really don't know about your local politics. But there's so much going on surrounding this. And there's so much footage coming out where they're catching the presidents in awkward positions and things like that. So there's footage going around acknowledging a supporter despite viral video of him seemingly ignoring her. They're trying to do anything to tear Biden down and make him look not capable of being the president of the United States. Even as far as Joe Biden rubbing on someone's arm. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff going on in the politics, but you know this is what they do. They have smear campaigns to tarnish each other's character. This is what they do, okay? And then you got Trump on top of everything. Acting the cold fool. And now he's trying to distance himself from the Project 2025. You know, like, why can't you ever think things through? Donald Trump thinks nothing through. He just hears it. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Let's latch on to that. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I bring you back to how I started the show, Knotty Crew. And this is how I kind of really feel. You know? Donald Trump says he will be bringing back stop and frisk if re-elected. Giuliani much? He done ruined Giuliani's career. Made him file bankruptcy. Okay? And so now he's going to adopt his tactics. Okay? So neighbors, as y'all know, a very important election is happening this year that could be life or death for a lot of U.S. citizens. One of the candidates, former President Trump, Donald Trump, has promised to bring back a crucial law that will indefinitely affect black people across the country. Stop and frisk was racist. Care what nobody say. Racial profiling at its finest. So according to Trump's campaign website, he promising to bring back the stop and frisk law that was made illegal back in 2013. Stop and frisk is defined as a brief, non-intrusive police stop of a suspect. Historically, these stops have mostly affected black and brown people who have been racially profiled by police and searched without their consent and ended up jailed. And then they targeted the poor so they couldn't bail out. I.E. Khalif Browder. Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much. I.E. Tyree Browder, his situation. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super sticker. And y'all don't call that man racist. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so this stop and frisk, and if you from New York, you know. Because that's why Rikers Island was so overcrowded. I mean, let's speak facts, people. They targeted poor people. Then they take them in, process them, and then they can't bail out. Hence, why you have so much overcrowding in Rikers Island. Good morning, Tara. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, love. All right. A federal judge deemed it unconstitutional, therefore banning it. But Donnie says he's back in office. He's bringing it back. Quote, I will insist the local jurisdictions return to proven common sense policing measures, such as stop and frisk, Trump said on his campaign website. Very simple. It's on his website, people. Okay? I mean, when will people wake up? I'm not here to tell you how to vote either way, but people, the common sense is not common sense. And let me remind y'all.
Because you think you're finna get a stimulus check from Trump, I need you to get your broke, ignorant ass away from me. You're broke because you're sticking your tongue out like a fucking dog for money that you're not entitled to, that you're not gonna get. You're ignorant because you didn't even know that he's not behind that shit. The pandemic was. If there's no pandemic, there is no stimulus check. So all of this, yeah, I know for sure I'm gonna get mine. Oh, he a good person. He freed the rappers. He freed rappers that are felons, that are telling their fans to vote because they know that black people value rappers' opinions, even though these niggas can't do shit but burst their cheek and talk about fucking hoes. This is what they know. These white people know that all it takes for a nigga with a chain on and some type of status to be, oh yeah, Trump freed a nigga, to get all the counterparts to vote for this man, even though he has done nothing for you and our actual community as a whole. But what he has done was try to get 5 men sentenced to death because of rape that they did not commit. They did not do that to them girls, and even when they came out to be not guilty, he didn't even lend out an apology. This man won't even take the sweat off his white, pointy ass fucking nose to a black person if they needed it. And this is who you want to represent your fucking country. Are y'all serious? As if that's not enough, Project 2025. As if that's not enough, he's getting exonerated from crimes that he committed just because he was in office. So if you're a president, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and then nothing will happen because you was in office while it happened. Doesn't that sound like dictatorship to y'all? At one point, it's time to get serious because they've been fucking serious. They've been serious about the fake food that they put in the markets. They've been serious about the laws that they're making about women's bodies, even though it's men making these fucking laws about a woman's body. They've been serious about so much about drafting people into the military, and we still over here joking because we think that it's a possibility. It's just over our head that we might get some stimmy money. It's time to get fucking serious, and it's getting sad. If you want,
I think she's speaking straight facts. Like, what are y'all saying? Because I'm just like over people acting oblivious and ignorant. Oh, good morning. Donald Trump tried to jail all the Central Park 5. Remember, he was all over the media talking cash-ish. Didn't have no evidence, no proof, nothing. This put out negative press on them. How y'all gonna forget that? He don't speak on that. He keep bringing up Biden son charges. What about your charges, sir? You're the one running for president. Oops, I forgot. It's okay. We elect criminals as our presidents to run the country. Our standards are in the basement. True facts spoken. Yes, he pardoned the black folks to get the votes and tax breaks. Period. Trump does nothing without an agenda, and that's what people need to understand. Only thing I can do is deliver the information. Good morning, grown woman. Love you. Better late than never. I appreciate you. Okay, so that's my little political updates. And meantime, he doing all these racial undertones between partnering it with Project 2025, leaving comments on his website like this. That's all against our people. Okay, it's designed to set our people up to fail. But y'all just want to drop pictures of Biden, making a little stumble in his words or confusing the dates or something like that. Like, please. Did y'all forget he incited a whole riot to the Capitol? And he's getting away with it. This choose the lesser of two evils. That's all I say, Naughty Crew. Do what's best for you, and that's all you can do in the conditions that we in. And so much people are getting so much backlash. I know people falling out of friendships because of politics. I'm like, yo, people gotta stop. So on the tail end of that, a Philadelphia radio station parts ways with host who admitted she was given questions in advance from Joe Biden's team to ask during an interview.
And maybe that's what you were allowed to ask by the campaign or the White House. But they were essentially the same questions, both interviews, about accomplishments, progress in your respective state, what's at stake in the election, what he has to say about his debate performance, and what he would say to voters who think their vote doesn't matter or might sit this election out. Were those questions given to you by the White House, or did you have, or the campaign, or did you have to submit questions ahead of this interview?
The questions were sent to me for approval. I approved them.
Okay, so the White House sent the questions to you ahead of the interview?
Yes.
Okay.
I got several questions, 8 of them, and the 4 that were chosen were the ones that I approved.
You asked 4 questions, and maybe that, okay. And the reason I ask is not a criticism of either of you, it's just that if the White House is trying now to prove the vigor, acuity of the president, I don't know how they do that by sending questions first before the interview so that the president knows what's coming. Okay. And the reason I ask is not a criticism of either of you, it's just that if the White House is trying to...
So she was fired. Oh, no, she just admitted. No, let me see. A radio station in Philadelphia and one of its hosts who admitted to receiving questions in advance for an interview with President Joe Biden have decided to go their separate ways, according to multiple reports. So, maybe she was a subcontractor. So, Sarah Lamax, the president and CEO of Word Radio, made an announcement on the station's website regarding the departure of host Andrea Lawful Sanders, saying that they mutually agreed to part ways. That's a nice way of saying, we fired your ass because you couldn't stand on business. Anything to tarnish. Like I said, people are falling out everywhere behind politics, and it's just like, protect your neck. Protect your neck. All right, Bootsy. Come on to the front of the congregation, Bootsy. Bootsy got feces breath. That's how we gonna put it. Yeah, Bootsy. You ain't been saying much, Bootsy. It's because your breath is hot. Yes. So Bootsy Badass has a woman kicked out of the club after she made a comment saying that his breath stank. Come on, Bootsy. Get your hands up here, Bootsy. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Baller Alert.
What was that? KOD. He sent security up there. They come to get me. I'm like, dang, I didn't. Look how y'all small. Like, what? I didn't even do anything. Like, your breath was stank, but because I told you your breath was stank, you got me kicked out the club. I'm never going to nothing else.
Okay. Well, did you give him a mint though?
Up there, we had, what was that? KOD. He sent security up there. They come to get me. I'm like, dang, I didn't. Look how y'all small. Like, what? I didn't even do anything. Like, your breath was stank, but because I told you your breath was stank, you got me kicked out the club. I'm never going to nothing else.
Well, Bootsy, you got the hottest breath in the club. And he kicked her out. You know, halitosis is real. And it's crazy to me. These fools be having so much money and they mouth be fucked. They mouth be fucked. Won't even go to the dentist. Got money for all these jewels and cars and all that, but won't go to the dentist. Only person I respect in the game is no, I used to respect. Let me correct my words. But Fabulous. You know, he embraces his gap. He like, this me. This my signature. So I get that. But ain't no reason why your breath should be stinking like that, dog. Bootsy got the hottest breath in the club, y'all. Thumbs up this video. Yes, grown women stinking breath. Left my eye, see Bootsy funky mouth. Bootsy, your breath smell like Gucci. Bad Gucci. But it behooves me. Like, they have so much money, but they won't even take care of their mouth. Right, grown woman? Right, Knotty? Buying diamonds and everything, but scared to go to the dentist. Make it make sense. How you have all that jewelry and not have proper hygiene? Girl. Look, the Knotty crew has spoken, Bootsy. You got the hottest breath in the club. You get donkey of the year. Oh. So a little throwback for y'all. 37 years ago today, what was this, 23 hours ago, Every B and Rakim released their debut album, Paid in Full. I am here for it, yes.
Of a master plan. This ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So I
Hey, if you know, you know, okay? Every B and Rakim was, they still is. Peace to the God. Toothpaste costs less than jewelry and designer girl, and mouthwash. Can we add mouthwash to the list? You know, you got. Okay. All right, T.I. and Tiny asked the judge to dismiss S.A. and battery lawsuit. Shout out to the Jasmine brand for this footage. Let me just see what y'all saying. Rake it in, still look good. Yes, yes, yes. If you know, you know. Thinking of a man's plan. Oh. Alright, so T.I. and Tiny, they were sued earlier this year for allegedly again S.A.ing a woman. This is the woman that claimed that T.I. stuck his thumb toe up her cootie cat. The couple has recently asked the judge to dismiss the case due to the claims in the case being time barred due to statute of limitations. So don't dismiss it because we innocent. Dismiss it because the statute of limitations is up. That's suspicious. That's weird. Listerine keeps the bacteria away. Yes, swish, 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 swish. Like some Hennessy, right? Rakim and Big Tat, girl, and I seen both of them perform live. Okay, they came to Jersey. Yes, girl, and they was fine. They was fine in person. That was before I was a blogger. Yes, girl. Yes, they was fine. You know, like Big Daddy Kane was like my original chocolate lover crush. Like, cause you know, I was like, I dealt with a lot of colorism growing up or whatever because of my darker skin or whatever. So like when he came on the scene, he empowered my chocolateness. You know what I'm saying? He made me feel like, you shit. Yeah, chocolate is the ish. Yes. Yes, Knotty. Yes. So like Big Daddy Kane is probably like the first hip hop artist that gave me the tingles. Like I had a crush. Like I had posters on my wall. What was the name of that magazine? Yo, what's up? What was the name of that magazine? Word Up. Yes, we used to get all the posters. Child. I miss them days. Yes, girl. Alright, the last story I want to get into is Bad Baby. Okay? You know, the Catch Me Outside, Dr. Phil girl. Child. She did a post to delete a video and photo evidence after reportedly being physically abused by her partner. Okay, that's what I'm saying. These DV situations, they're getting out of hand. You gotta hold people accountable. Okay. So this is what she posted. That's actual video footage of her being assaulted. And she said, me and LV ain't been together for real since May. Then she says, this man think he going to take my daughter from me. Say whatever you want. But trying to take my baby is crazy. So as a result of him trying to get his kid, she is leaking all the footage of the assault. All right, even pictures. Domestic violence, it's nothing to be playing with. And shout out to Flawless BBW, because I was listening to her, and she posted Bad Baby afterwards, kind of like, oh, he's going to get the help that he needs, and kind of putting blame on herself, really sounding like a DV victim. You know, at the end of the day, I hope she gets out of that toxic situation for their child, so that they don't have to continue to be exposed to that. And if someone will do that to you, to your face, ain't no going back for me. It only gets worse from there. And if you go back, at that point, you put you and your child's life in danger. I don't care how much you love him, this and that. You know, it's your job as a parent to protect your child and keep them out of toxic situations. All right? So prayers up to her. I hope they get the help that they need separately. And I just hope she's like a better example. I mean, look at Lil Durk's son and the situation that he ended up in trying to protect his mom. And that situation's been toxic. This is not the first incident. I'm sorry. For that little boy to go to the extreme to pull a weapon and actually discharge it, he felt like his mom was in danger. And that's not the first situation she put her kids in. So shame on this hood booger for putting her kids in danger. Wow. Ciara and Russell Wilson have been married for 8 years. I thought it was longer than that. I feel like they've been together like 15. And speaking of DV and custody, singer DeVito is seemingly calling out his daughter's mom. Shout out to the Jasmine brand, Sophia Mahmoudou, as their custody battle continues. They're from Africa. So DeVito took to Twitter and said, "You're constantly bringing up the death of my child. At any point, you can just remind us of this tragedy that haunts us every day of our lives. Ahmad will grow up to see I fought for her. As for now, you can have her. P.S. She won't be a child forever. Enjoy, Ahmad, Aurora Adelki. Your father loves you." This sounds like a situation of parental alienation, which is illegal. A lot of partners do this when you decide not to be with them anymore, and they use the child as a pawn to leverage. Like, it's not your child's fault that the partner does not want to be with you, but that should not affect the child. That's between the adults in the situation, not the child. I don't believe in that. That's sad. And this is why a lot of fathers, it's sad, but it's facts. This is why a lot of fathers, they choose to stay away until the kids are grown, because they don't want to deal with the mothers. And it can go other way too. It's not just the fathers versus the mom. It can go the mom versus the male too. All right. And so then he goes on to post, "All I asked for was joint custody. Because it's the veto, y'all want to act like y'all can't read. Smiling in my head. I'm off this. Y'all be blessed. And I pray this never happens to you." It's hard. It's heartbreaking. When a parent alienates a child from a parent, it's heartbreaking. Especially if you're a good parent, you don't want to miss out on milestones. You're robbing them. And see, the other side of this is, because you're alienating the parent away, what tends to happen is the custodial parent, the parent that has the main custody, most likely will end up bad mouthing and tarnishing the relationship with the other parent. It's not cool. It's not cool to bring children into adult business. But I just say fathers, I urge fathers or whatever parent, whether it be the father versus the mother, use the court system in this case. You do have rights, and it's up to you to enforce them. I don't know how it works in Africa, because that's where they are. But in America, you do have rights in the family court system. Enforce them. You have a right to see your child. No one's not, like, I don't care. Unless you are a direct danger or a threat to your child, you have all rights to your child. I know Durags had spoken this earlier. Yes, this ain't love. I'm done. Don't take it not once. Somebody put their hands on you, that's it. I don't care if you're in relationship, a domestic relationship, or even in friendship. I had a friend like that reached out to me this past weekend. Like, she had to cut off a friend, like, because she's unraveling. She's in a toxic spiral, and not only is she a danger to herself, she is a danger to the people around, but she assaulted her for no good reason. And I'm never going to support a DV situation. I'm going to tell you to get out of there. It's just bad parents. Yes, Deshaun, thank you for that. It's just bad. I don't want to put a gender on it. You know what I mean? Because this situation can go either way when it comes to custody and dealing with custody of kids and things like that. So, but a lot of people are bitter Betties. All right, I'm going to close the show with our brother Eddie, because I enjoyed his Beverly Hills Cops movie this past weekend. I urge all of you to check it out if you can. All right, but he's speaking on his last wishes, and I kind of agree with him, Naughty Crew. Let me know what y'all think. Shout out to Neighborhood Talks for capturing this. So, Eddie Murphy admits he doesn't want a funeral. Let me go quietly. So, Eddie Murphy has a request for his family when it is his time to head to the upper room. In fact, the comedian doesn't want anything at all. He'd rather go quietly. So, during the interview with reporter Kevin McCarthy, Murphy joked that people should play the Beverly Hills Cop theme music at his service before admitting that he doesn't want a service at all. And so he says that's just a joke because I'm never having a funeral, he said. I mean, I'm going to die like everyone else, but my loved ones, no funeral. Just let me go quietly, he continued. Can I tell you, that's my mom. That's how my stepdad and my mom, that's their wishes. They don't want like a big to do. My mom, before she started dealing with Alzheimer's, she always like share her wishes, and she's like, you don't spend money on the dead, and I don't want all that hoopla. Do y'all? I mean, I never got why people spend so much money on funerals, seriously. And I personally feel like, and to each his own. I'm not knocking anyone, but everything ain't for everybody. But me personally, I feel like funerals are torture. I do. To have the bodies, like, I'm gonna be an emotional wreck looking at that. I feel like that's emotional torment to do that to people. Right. So, when my stepdad passed, it made it easier on us. The fact that we didn't have to do all of that. We were just able to grieve. And whoever wanted to come by, they came by within time and things like that. But it just really gave us like that privacy and that time to like really grieve our loss. Right. Be more shorty. And that's important. Be more shorty. So I already have my last wishes planned out. And that's important to have your business in order. Don't leave, like, on top of grieving, don't have your family scrambling, trying to figure out what your wishes are and guessing. Grown woman said, I agree. It's hard enough on the family, but all of that is draining. Right. I don't blame him. I respect those wishes, seriously. I see y'all. We kind of think like the same, Naughty Crew. That's why I love my Naughty Crew, because I could bring stories to y'all, and y'all gonna give me y'all honest opinion. Be More Shorty said funerals are like a big show, right? Crazy how cast of characters act right. People get brand new at funerals, child. Not going to lie, I want a big send off. LOL. And like I said, to each his own. To each his own. But I celebrated while I was on Earth. Period. Like with all my loved ones, all my friends, family. I try to make sure all my interactions are positive and good. Hey, Queen Suga, thank you so much for joining. Oh, Michelle, she said I could go on for days with my family and funeral. Everybody get brand new. You get your greedy uncle that come out that's trying to take everything before the dust even settle. Before the dust even settle, they divvying up the property. You can't even read the will, okay? They already trying to get the stuff, all right? Take the cars and everything. Like, it's just like, it's a lot. And my mom, she was like, cremate me and lock the house down. That's what mom she's like, because your aunt and uncles. Everything ain't for everybody. I would rather leave all I have to my children and grands. I agree. Child, I've seen folks throw hands. Yes, before a loved one is in the... I'm telling you. It's this like a dramatic... I don't even know how to put it. The theatrics be real, dude. In death, that changes people. They get greedy. You just never know how people emotions. So why take the risk and bringing all that together, right? And I could just isolate it and just keep it simple. Right. Okay, so we all got stories. I done seen some stuff at funerals. But then I went to some funerals like, yo, they spending all this money just to go on the ground. Like, But the importance of having your things in order. And that's the main point. Like, at least his family knows his wishes and knows what he wants. And Eddie doesn't strike me as a really, really flashy person. Say what you want about Eddie. Like, he don't be out in Hollywood like that. Like, he only come out when he need to come out. Other than, you don't catch him mingling with nobody. That man got so much money. Funny how everybody is so deserved at a loss, but didn't come and visit. Right, the family members when they were alive. Don't get brand new. Keep the same energy that you had before this passing. Eddie is a smart man. Even though he won't claim Spice's daughter. It's a story for another day, but he a smart man. He be in his bag. That's what Eddie do. This man consistently producing movies. And now he got a Netflix deal. I ain't mad at him. I done been to some boring ones. I done been to some exciting ones. I don't know. How many children does Eddie Murphy have? Hey Siri. How many children does Eddie Murphy have?
Good morning. What can I do for you?
How many children does Eddie Murphy have?
Eddie Murphy's 8 children are Bria Murphy, Miles Murphy, Shane Murphy, Zola Ivy Murphy, Bella Murphy. Do you want to hear the remaining 3?
So he does have 8 children. He has 8 children on record. I don't know what happened to the other 2. Siri just said 8. So I appreciate every last one of y'all joining me on this Monday. We'll be back on Wednesday morning. It's the summertime, so y'all know like I cut back a little bit or whatever. But still bringing you this tea. So y'all let me know what y'all think about the politics that's going on. Y'all let me know what y'all think about who else we got into. In Scary Spice 2 by his current wife. Oh, okay. In the 80s, he was something else. No, Eddie always been something else. And he don't deny it. He a hot mess. And I think he, like, open sexually. Like, let me know what y'all think about Kandi talking about the details surrounding her and Jermaine Dupri's relationship, her being his side girl or friend with benefit. You're welcome. What else did we get into? Let me know what y'all think about 50 Cent trolling Rick Ross all the way to Canada. Let me know what y'all think about Boosie badass breath. Woo! I know y'all don't care about Chrisean Rock. She's in jail where she's supposed to be, but she has been transported to Oklahoma. That's what we know. All right. As far as Junior whereabouts, we don't know. Oh, I was going to talk about Gucci Mane and Keisha Kayor, but I'm just not. I'm not here for the rich people problems. Like they got rich people problems. All right, let me. Y'all told me what y'all think about Hulk Hogan. We all knew he was a racist, but this, let me know what y'all think about this new account of racism. Yeah. We talked about Eddie Murphy. We talked about singer DeVito. We also talked about Bad Baby, all right? And little Durk's son. It's a lot of DV going on, you guys. At the end of the day, let's protect the children. Seriously. If you have children in the vicinity, we need to gauge that situation and move away from the children or pick another time to deal with things. Like, it's never okay for children to be put in this position. It's never okay for anyone to put hands on you. People, learn how to use your words. Learn healthy conflict resolution, okay? And you should be able to talk your emotion without disrespecting and disparaging each other. That's what love is, when you could take the time to have a conversation. So I love all of you. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. Let's leave it in the comments. Shout out to all my subs and my subs to come. Shout out to my moderators. Appreciate every last one of you. And shout out to my members. Love you all. I'm just sending peace and blessings out there. Good energy. Good energy for y'all. And remember, psst, they not like us. Knotty crew, they not like us. I love you all. Until next time, I'm out. One.